Well, greetings everybody. I just made a video to help you learn how to round numbers. And these were some of the problems in that video. And in this video, I want to show you a new type of problem that is just a little bit different than these problems and the steps that I gave you. Okay, so I do think though, even though I'm going to do something a little bit different, it'd be good to start with this one again. So I'll run through it real quick just to summarize. I want to round this number to the tens place. Okay, that number right there, the 5, is the tens place. I make my decision about what to do with that number based on the digit immediately to the right. If that digit to the right is 5 or more, then I increase that number in the tens place in this problem by 1. That makes it a 6, and then all the digits to the right of the one I just rounded become 0. That's how it's done. Now, that is also how I would do this new problem, but as I go through that, I think there's something that would be like it seems a little bit different, and it'd be good for you to see it so that in case you encounter it, you'll know what to do. So here's the problem I want to show you in this video that is a little bit different. Suppose that I have this, I do some math and all my calculations are about money, and I get some answer, and here it has 4 decimal places in it, and I want to round it to the nearest cent. Okay, so that's like rounding to the nearest penny. So I'd have to figure out where in all these digits, what of those counts the pennies. Okay, that would be the 100th place. That's where pennies are. This is like 3 dimes and 9 pennies. Okay, so rounding to the nearest cent is rounding to the 100th place. Now, how did we decide that we would do that? I'll decide what I do with the 100th place based on the digit just to the right. If that digit just to the right is 5 or more, I increase the digit in the 100th place by 1. But what's different about this problem? Can you see that? Here, if I increase the digit in the tens place by 1, it goes from being a 5 to whatever 5 plus 1 is, which is 6. So see, that's why that's a 6. But in this case, what do I get if I increase 9 by 1? I get 10, and the 10 doesn't fit in that spot. Okay, so here's what we do. If we're rounding up a number that is a 9, a digit that's a 9, then we would get 10, but we'll write it like that. See, 1 0. I write a 10 just like that. The 0 lines up with this digit in the 100th place that we're rounding up, and the 1 bumps over in the next one. Okay, all right, so right there. Now that's how you envision bumping up this 9 to be a 10. Okay, all right, now from there, the way we look at it is, okay, in that 100th place, that's going to be a 0 now, and then in that next place over, I'm going to get what I had was a 3 plus that 1 from getting a 10. Okay, so 3 plus 1, that makes it 4. So rounding to the nearest cent, rounding to the 100th place this time, we would bump up that 9 to be a 10, but we would fit the 10 within the number the way that you see here. 0 there in the 100th place, and then 1 plus 3 in the next place over, giving me 4. Okay, so that'd round to 40 cents. Rounding this to the nearest cent gives me 40 cents. Okay, so that's how it's done. That's how you encounter it when the number you're rounding up is a 9. Okay, let's look at one more example. Okay, so let's say we round this number to the 100th place. Okay, there's the 100th place right there. So, okay, I want to round the 100th place according to the digit just to the right. Since that digit just to the right is a 6, which is 5 or more, what do I have to do? I got to bump that 9 there up by 1. And so we would have to write a 10 that way, a 0 right over the 100th place, and then a 1 over the place that was just to the left. Okay, but then I add those together. Remember over here? So I round that 9 up, I get a 10, and I have to add the 3 and the 1. But what happens when I do that this time? What's a 9 and a 1? That's another 10. Okay, so this digit is like, now it becomes 10. But I do the same thing. I say, okay, I write a 0 over that digit that I just bumped up, and then the 1 over the digit that's just to the left. And then what do I do? Okay, so that's now a 0. Okay, and then 4 plus 1 is whatever this digit's going to be. That's 5. So I get 5.00, or you could write just 5. Alright, so that's how we handle nines. Alright, in that first video, I went over these rules for how you round, and nowhere did we encounter rounding a 9. If you encounter nines, yes, you'll get 10, but you have to incorporate that 10 within the number you're rounding, like this. And if you've got more than one 9 and it bumps the next one up, same thing. You get that 10 and you incorporate it in the number, just as you've seen here.